Hello Oramites, this is Roger and I'm back with another little series of videos about Outlook, and this time we'll be focusing on calendars. There are many aspects of calendars, so I've decided to make several videos highlighting different features and different things that you can do with them. That way you don't have to jump to say minute 20 to get what you want. Anyway, I'm in Desktop 2013 and I've got the calendar module selected. You can see that I've got a full month selected at a time, but that is your option. You can decide to view an entire week, that's Sunday to Saturday, a work week, which you define in your options, or just a single day. I prefer the month view just because it shows me everything at a glance and I know what I need to do on any particular day. And my days don't get that busy with meetings, so it's helpful. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is talk about new items. An appointment differs from a meeting in that the appointment is just for you, whereas a meeting is for you and other people. So let's shrink this down here. I'm going to give this a subject of test meeting because I'm clueless and uncreative. The location is going to be my office because that's where I am right now. The date time drop downs are they're really easy with the mouse, but you're not limited to just using the mouse. I could pick it by clicking on the date, or I could just type the day and it interprets it just fine. I don't want to meet on the 5th, I want to meet on the 6th. I could pick the time from a list, but I'm not limited to that. Yep, you read it right. This meeting is going to start at 8:05. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to set it for noon, and it's going to go till 1 p.m. because I have an hour lunch because I'm 5/8. Alright, when you create a new appointment or a new meeting, there are a few options I consider pretty important, and those are the ones I'm going to focus on. Everything else is just cake. The show as, and there really is no better description, see, it even says it's show as, will color and change the way that your appointment looks to yourself and to other people. There are 5 kinds of statuses or values for this field. The first one is free. I myself have used free appointments to notify me really of tasks that I need to do, stuff that I need to get done at a certain time. I mark it as free because if somebody needed to schedule me for something, fine, I'll show up, no problem, and then I'll get my task done before or afterwards. But it doesn't act like a true task in that I can't check it off. You know, I can't mark it as completed because it's just a meeting. Working elsewhere is helpful when you're not in your usual location. Now, many of you spend a lot of time in vehicles or an office or both. Working elsewhere means that it's even outside of that realm that you could be found. For instance, this might be a working conference where you might be up in Salt Lake or down in Moab taking training, certification. You're on the clock and you could be reached if somebody needed to ask you a question, but you're working just elsewhere. I hope that explains it. Tentative means you have not accepted an appointment, or you're sending this out and you're basically telling your recipients, we're not sure if it's going to be held at this time, but maybe just block it out just in case. You know, we're playing with the date and time on this. Busy is by far the most common status for show as. It basically says to others that you're busy. Now, if you're busy in, like if the location was my office, it could mean that I'm on a webinar or on a long distance call that was planned beforehand with somebody, and you know, maybe it's a conference call where 3 of us needed to be together. I'm busy, but I'm in my office. This could also mean I'm busy and I'm out and about doing work. And then out of the office typically means you're off the clock. You could be at home, you could be on vacation, just anywhere, but basically it tells others, you know what, I'm pretty much unavailable. So those are what those 5 statuses mean and how I use them. The little bell here is the alarm, the reminder. How far ahead of time from this appointment do you want to be reminded? The default's 15 minutes, but the longer your appointment, the longer this reminder goes. Like, I might have an all-day appointment on January 6th, and it will remind me half a day ahead of time that I have such an appointment. Recurrence is going to be helpful for those things which come around, and I'm going to make a special video on that. This little key right here, if I expand it out, should say the word private. Yeah, there's the word private. When you set your calendar permissions, which again we'll go over in another video, you can really open it up. And I do. I've made it so that anybody that's on our network can see where I am, what the subject is, what times I'll be gone, and whether I'm busy, out of the office, free, or whatever. That's all open because I set my permissions that way. Private means not this time. It means, yeah, everything else might be readable by everybody else, but maybe this is a sensitive appointment. You know, it could be a doctor's appointment. It could be something family related, or, you know, maybe I'll be in court or something like that. And I need to be reminded. I need to have it on my calendar so that people don't try and schedule me for that. But I don't want everyone to see the details. All people will be able to see is the day, the time, and the status. That's all they'll be able to see. So that, I think, is an important icon. GroupWise had it too. It was just in a weird place, or you could press F8. But in this one, it's just a little lock button that you can click to make something private. Well, once I post this event, I'll save and close it, and I'll go to that month. Oh, I set it for today? No, I didn't. Oh, it's 51 weeks overdue. Apparently I got the year wrong. January 6th, 2014. Well, that was a great demo. I'm going to open this and see if I can change that. Yeah, this is why I don't write checks anymore, right? Because I get the year wrong for the first 3 months of the new year. All right, dismiss. Thank you for your help. Here's my test meeting. That's where it showed up. Okay, I'll get to this this other 9 o'clock appointment in a bit, but there's my test meeting. I'm going to right-click and delete it. It goes into my deleted items folder, which is under Mail, deleted items. Well, although a bit choppy, that's kind of how the calendar basics work. Stay tuned for some more videos right after this.